Another question that everybody wants to know. Which one's better, Apex or Take Profit Trader? Today, we're going to break it down, talking about Take Profit Trader and, well, Apex. Looking here at Apex, what's the big sell, right? You receive 100% of the first 25,000, 2 payouts per month. Basically, you can request a payout with Apex every 8 days. The number of trading days for the eval with Take Profit Trader is 5 days. With Apex, it's 1 day. Now, the big difference here between Take Profit Trader evaluations and Apex evaluations is with Take Profit Trader, there is no trailing drawdown on the evaluation. But you have to trade for 5 days. You need to have 50% consistency when it comes to the evaluation. With Apex, you can pass the evaluation in just 1 day, but there is a trailing drawdown during the evaluation phase. Now, once you get into a Take Profit account, funded account, the pro account as they call it, there will be a trailing drawdown. Once you get above the buffer zone, that trailing drawdown goes away, but it's something to be noted. Is it a bad thing that they have no trailing drawdown on the eval versus trailing drawdown on the funded? I mean, some people are like mad about it because they're like, oh, why do they have trailing drawdown on the funded but not on the eval? But I'm like, hey, it's easier to pass the evaluation without the trailing drawdown, whereas Apex has the trailing drawdown in the eval and in the funded account. But again, same thing with Apex. Once you get above the buffer zone, the kind of profit target for that account, you then no longer have the trailing drawdown to worry about. Both prop firms, both Apex and Take Profit Trader, have no daily loss limit. Once you obviously get above the buffer, there's no more daily loss limit, no trailing drawdown. $9,000 profit goal, very similar with Take Profit Trader as well. With their 150K account, same thing. 9,000. You can trade 15 contracts with the 150K account with Take Profit Trader, whereas with Apex, 17 contracts there. So you got 17 contracts with a trailing threshold of 5,000 with a $9,000 profit goal, and the eval for Take Profit Trader is $4,500 end of day. So you have an end of day trailing drawdown in the evaluation for Take Profit Trader. And then you've got the $5,000 trailing threshold on the 150K account for Apex. Now, again, people get upset about this because Take Profit Trader has it in the funded account, but not in the eval. But again, I think it's easier, right? They're making it easier for you to get funded. Once you're funded, yes, you do have to worry about the trailing drawdown, but there obviously are other benefits. Both brokers or both prop firms allow you to trade with pretty much every platform out there, with Trade-Evate, with TradingView, with NinjaTrader, and all the other fun ones as well. Kind of breaking it down here, looking at the Take Profit Trader journey. You start out in the test account, being the eval. Once you get funded, you go into the pro account. You can take a withdrawal on day 1. So that means you can take your first payout on day 1 of the pro account if you get above the buffer. Depending on the account size, well, you got to think about that buffer, the 50K account, the 150K account, and all that's obviously a little different depending on the account size. The one nice thing about Take Profit Trader is if you really crush it and you do really well in the pro account, they're then going to move you into the Pro Plus account, which is a 90-10 profit split compared to the 80-20 profit split in the pro account. There is no maximum amount withdrawal amount. There's no buffer requirement in the Pro Plus. There's no daily loss rule. The intraday, there's intraday drawdown again on the Pro and the Pro Plus, but once you get above that, well, then it works out a little easier. You do have a news rule. There's a news rule for take profit traders in the Pro account and the Pro Plus, whereas with Apex, there is no news rule. Once you're funded with Apex, you go into what's called a PA account, and you can have up to 20 of these accounts. You do need to pass 20 evaluation accounts to then activate 20 funded accounts. You can use the trade copier with Tradeovate. You don't have to pay for a trade copier. If you use the groups, the trade grouping with Apex or with Take Profit Trader, there is no cost when it comes to the actual trade copying. Right now, Apex is 80% off. So the price is pretty much in comparison, but there is the deal right now with Take Profit Trader. Sorry, the deal with Take Profit Trader right now is 30% off with no activation fee. So I do believe that the cost of Take Profit Trader is maybe a little cheaper than Apex right now after you pay for the activation fee. So the evals up front are going to be cheaper with Apex, and then the no activation fee would Take Profit Trader to make it a little easier or a little cheaper once you get activated. So if you do pass the evaluation and then you do go into a funded account with Take Profit Trader, you don't have to pay the activation fee currently. Now, the other thing that I really like about Take Profit Trader is the fact that, again, you can take those payouts basically on day one. Once you get the account above that buffer, you can then request a payout. Whereas with Apex, you have to trade for a minimum of 8 days. Now, that's not a terrible thing, right? It's not terrible, but you know, they're give and take. I personally trade with Take Profit Trader and I trade with Apex. I see nothing wrong with having multiple prop firm accounts with multiple firms. That allows me to kind of leverage the different prop firms, the different rules, where, you know, I can maybe trade the news with one prop firm. I can't trade the news with another prop firm, or I can just kind of trade a little differently based on the different rules here. And again, you know, every prop firm has some good. Every prop firm has a little bit of bad compared, like maybe not bad, but the idea of the rules, right? The prop firms have to make it so that people can't game the system. They can't just take, you know, millions and millions of dollars of payouts by, you know, doing some type of hedging or gaming of the trading system, which we've seen is very easy to do. But now the prop firms obviously are catching on to it. I feel like Take Profit Trader has been kind of around for a long time, but they kind of fly under the radar in terms of like the drama and all the affiliates and everybody talking about them. Maybe everyone talks about them, but I don't really notice it. But again, Take Profit Trader versus Apex. Is there a clear winner? If you're looking for a eval with no trailing drawdown, well, then Take Profit Trader might be your best bet. If you're looking for daily payouts, then Take Profit Trader might be your best bet. If you're looking to trade 20 accounts and to really leverage the copy trading, well, Apex is probably going to be your best bet. Once you get to, 6 actual payouts with Take Profit Trader with Apex, once you get to 6 payouts with Apex, you can then request the like maximum amount of payout, basically whatever your P&L is from those accounts. Which one's better? You know, I think it really just comes down to your style of trading, what works best for you. Kind of trade the prop firms that have the best deals going on, the best kind of just features that work for your trading style. Let me know down in the comments, is there a prop firm that really stands out for you? But again, just wanted to kind of talk about some of the differences. You know, right off the bat, like I said, the biggest difference for Take Profit Trader versus Apex is there is no trailing drawdown in the evaluation phase. Now, once you get into a funded account, there is a trailing drawdown, very similar to Apex. Apex allows you to trade 20 accounts. Take Profit Trader allows you to trade 5 accounts. So it's give and it's take. Do you want 20 accounts? Do you want 5 accounts? Do you not want the trailing drawdown in the beginning? So many options, so little time. If you guys want to learn more, check out onlypropfirms.com for the best deals always. Use the code PW, get 80% off at Apex, get the 30% off with Take Profit Trader. Let me know down in the comments below, Take Profit Trader versus Apex. Which one are you taking home today?